Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, the DLC, Back to the Futon. Well, this is the first episode I've recorded ever since my year-and-a-half long break from playing this game, and there's been a few slight changes. Now I've got all of the party except the priestess maxed out at this point, but there's been one slight change. When I started going back through this and trying to replay the battle that got me stuck before I decided to start playing Fallout London and got obsessed with playing every single side quest in that, I came back and started looking at some of the optimization write-ups online, trying to figure out, well, maybe I need to build these guys up a little bit better. So I bought Potions of Oblivion and restatted the entire party and did a lot of their abilities differently. In the case of the Ranger, I got rid of a lot of his special attacks centered around archery because, well, he's honestly better being a frontline fighter. Wizardess maxed out her intelligence because agility, it turns out, doesn't really do that much. And I also want to be spending a lot more on agility for everybody because it turns out that controls a lot of your stats regarding critical fumbles, particularly in the case of the Ogre. And the abilities have changed up a little bit for everybody, but nothing really major. Except that in the case of the elf, I gave her a new ability, Elven Song, which stuns enemies around her. And there's a version where it doesn't harm your enemy, or it doesn't harm your allies, but does less damage. I went with the full damage because honestly, if you've got a bunch of enemies swarming around the elf, probably it's because the allies are far away from her. So, with that done, we are going to go and set up
Something
the
weird's going on here.
fourth and final hourglass, which is set up in the foyer of the lobby. And this is where our past decisions are coming back to bite us in the butt, because you might recall that when we were in the past trying to set up the dungeon, I decided to put all the booby traps up in the front, take them out before they get in. So now we have to disarm all the booby traps before we can go to the fourth and final resting place. And the crazy part is that even with all we've accomplished, Agent X still only has a 50-50 shot of fixing all this. So we got a 25% chance of making this work.
Drats! A trap! How could I have missed that?
And the really vexing part is that you have to get this in one go, because even though we have an inn right here, the trap resets after you sleep.
Shit!
So you do have to get the 25% chance of doing this, and I got the 25% chance of triggering both, because that's how my luck runs. I've been spoiled by Baldur's Gate 3, which I did play before this, but I'm just so used now to being able to just take my roguish character, have them separate from the rest of the party, sneak off and deal with all the traps so that only they are in danger of being set on fire. And you may be wondering why I don't just take a healing potion to fix the damage. Well, we're kind of limited in what healing we have at this point in the game.
What's the thief doing?
But I do have a bunch of very, 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 very weak healing potions left at this point.
I thought we had someone who could disarm traps.
So rather than try and mess with this any further,
Well, it tastes bad. Reminds me of my granny's soup.
Don't mix the potions or boom. Ugh. Reminds me of potions class and that awful teacher with the greasy hair.
yeah, you can see that that took off just enough health from everybody.
Ew, potions taste icky.
Hands off my gold, my precious gold! I'd rather have a nice gallon of ale.
If it stinks, it's my boots. I was thirsty.
This potion was not brewed at Milfido's, that's for sure.
Agent X at your service. Tastes strange, but potent.
Crap, what a mess.
And just to double check the gear I've got, let's see, we've got a helmet here that is 5 protection, 5 strength.
Excellent.
Wait, did I somehow not have a...
Careful with my books.
Okay, looks like we've got all the
I've
gear
got some
she can
nuts for the
use.
squirrel.
No way I'm giving it away.
What's in there? Ah, my bag. Oh, cool. The same as Craw.
This may actually explain
Yeah,
the
this
difficulty
is
I
what
was
to
having.
rock.
What do you want, peasant?
You get more by showing kindness and your crossbow than with kindness alone.
Okay, and I apparently lost what I needed to use those, which that may explain the trouble I was having with this fight, but because hold on a second, I could have sworn that I did give the ranger shield skill. Yeah, can now use shields plus 5 parry, plus 10 parry. Okay, yeah, apparently I unequipped all the special gear I needed a skill to use, which this may explain why I was having trouble with this fight. Of all the... You know, I mean, the second time I was trying to play through this after respecking everybody, but okay, you know what? Let's go with that then. And there's a bit of a long video to set this up. So I think after we get done with the cutscene, we'll probably go ahead and stop and start the next chapter with the fight. So I apologize for that, action fans, but, you know, we're getting this all sorted out. It's good. Alright, so we click on the examine point.
Not trying to be an expert or anything, but I feel a wave of cosmokinetic undulations disturbing the lower temporal planes.
Another one of those shut up, it's magic things?
A time ripple from the future. Strange. That must mean that the area's getting more unstable. Let's hurry.
I place thingy then. Rah!
Be careful, dang it! I told you it's fragile!
But he say, let's hurry.
Now the incantation. Hadnin Matazar! Damn it! The hourglass is ruined! The spectral emanations failed. The disintegration stipulate...
Normal words, please.
It's a demonic object. It would blow up if not for the soul trapped in the glass. But it cracked from the impact. The soul left during the incantation.
The dungeons fund a real cheapskates.
The Caladians did what they could to mend the time rift. It's not the kind of tear you can patch up with a needle and thread. What can we do?
With no soul to put there. Not much, I'm afraid.
So what? We're done? We just watch as the world comes apart? We get torn into 1,000 pieces scattered through past and future just because we nicked a piece of glass?
At least I have no body to tear apart. It'll be less painful.
Holy smokes. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Pancakes! You were just thinking about pancakes, right? Or poached eggs with toast. Oh, my head hurts from all this thinking.
Beer, anyone? I think we should down at least a few before kicking it. Who's got this round? Not me.
I am think of Valhalla. World should end in battle.
No, buddy. We're not doing a hot dog eating contest for... Holy cow, the skull!
Exactly. The thief's skull.
Oh yeah, good idea. He's already incorporeal.
But how dare you? How convenient that my substitute gave you the idea, huh?
We could, dump that roach's soul in the hourglass, and then we're all good.
Yes! A quick spell of ethereal barrier should do.
Great. Let's go with that then.
But no! What about consent?
Come on. I mean, you're already dead. And it's not definitive, is it?
The soul should be able to escape. Normally.
Ah, great then. Perfect. Should. Ah,
Escape? But to where?
who cares? We gotta save the universe.
And if I refuse and let the hourglass leak?
Consent or not, the soul's presence is enough to balance the temporal phase's intrinsic stability. The cosmic anchor field traps its will.
Then it's settled. Your heroic sacrifice will save the future and the past. Also, our asses.
But I don't wanna.
Forcing him is not nice. He already got reduced to ashes.
Enough whinging. To be elected from among the masses is an honor. To rise amongst the noblest souls, even in death, is a privilege one cannot refuse.
Well, I'll think about it. I'm not sure. If I say yes.
Enough dallying. Hogad, Wazam, Shalakazim!
Wait, I'm not quite sure yet. What if... Ah!
Is this demonic piece of shite fixed now?
I think so, yes. The emanations are rectified. But I can still feel the wave of temporal energy rising. We should make sure the hourglass is not damaged while it's assimilating the thief.
I didn't say yes! Get me out of here! What the hell? I can't believe what you just did!
Crap! I thought we got rid of them.
That's the trouble with time anomalies. Unexpected reruns.
How impudent of these monsters to come back to haunt us after we sent them away. A lady shouldn't have to repeat herself, ever. No means no.
Gonna be a long day.
Okay, so yeah, I'm totally with the thief on this, and I can totally believe that these jackasses would do that to him. Okay, so the fight that's coming up is the one that stonewalled me for a while. I did actually manage to beat it, even with having half my party missing their equipment, apparently, off camera. But the trick of this is that it is an endurance test. You have 4 waves of these ghostly figures, all monsters that we fought before, or time duplicates. So we've got, an orc, a dungeon lich. The dwarf option doesn't work on this enemy. Another orc, evil thief. We planned to reuse this enemy earlier, but we forgot him. The cultist to fail, and another cultist to fail. And it ends with the return of the Time Wizard and the Time Demon, and all the consequences that come with that. So, start this off. We are actually going to put the orc right there. We're going to leave the thief where he is. We're going to move the priestess back a bit. I'm actually going to have the wizardess there. And everybody else should be in good shape, I think, but just to make sure. So we will go ahead and stop here. Yeah, a little short episode, I know, but trust me, this fight we don't want to be starting 20 minutes into the episode. So next time, we will start with the fight. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we'll continue the quest from here next time. Take care until then.